you're just joining, this is Max Goldberg from livingmaxwell.com, Vani Hari from foodbabe.com, and we are doing my top 5 organic food products from Natural Products Expo East here in Baltimore. All right, Vani, let's get started. Product number 1. So we're going to do 5 products.
5 products.
Vani is going to give me her critique, and Vani never holds back in her critique. Okay, let's start off. This was literally the second product I saw at the show, and as soon as I saw it, I said, "This is the one." This is called Lotus Leaf Tea. This is a Korean. Let me see if both.
Speaking of tea,
we have 2 phones going here, Vani's and mine. This is called Lotus Leaf Tea, Halo Flow. This is what is so unique about this is a Korean fermented herbal tea. This is the very first fermented herbal tea in the US. So they're using a fermentation process, and they're also using traditional oriental medicine with, not in this specific one, but in their products. So you're getting a combination of herbs used in traditional oriental medicine, and this is the first fermented herbal tea in the US. You're getting the fermentation process with these herbs in the tea to make it more bioavailable. Apparently this is sold in Europe. It is not available in the US. It's becoming available in the US, and it's the first fermented herbal tea in the US. I thought this was very interesting.
Yeah, I really want to try this. So after we get done with this Periscope, I actually want to try this. I want to open it up because here's the deal. We all need more fermented foods in our diet, and I did a whole story about this because not only does it improve the way your skin looks and your allergies and your eczema and like all of these autoimmune disorders, but also it restores your gut full of like amazing good bacteria, and our guts have been completely destroyed by the American food supply and just the depleted minerals and vitamins that are in our soil and the good bacteria that's stripped in so many different processes.
And GMOs wreak havoc on our gut.
Absolutely. They have been said to create leaky gut, so create little tiny holes in your gut where the good bacteria leave, and we really need to restore that. So here's the deal. I like the fact that this is caffeine free too, because it's something that you can have at night. So
it's herbal tea, so it's very interesting.
Good choice. Yeah, that was very unique.
Okay, so you like this one.
Yeah.
Okay, number 2 is I am always looking out for things for little kids. So what I've got here is something called quinoa squares, organic puffed crackers, and you know this brand, Nurture Me, out of Texas, and they do some really cool work, and I think there's some taste phenomenal, and the ingredients, no natural flavors, all organic ingredients, and an excellent taste, and I think this is a great little snack for little kids, and the product is called quinoa squares.
You know what, we can move this up a little bit.
Move that up?
Yeah, so we're not cut up.
Okay, the product is called Quinoa Squares. It's a brand out of Texas, Nurture Me. Yes, and actually, it's not just for little kids because adults can eat it as well, but I thought this was a great little product. I think my nephew's going to be eating this.
Well, the reason why I like this versus all the other stuff that's out there, a lot of the organic quinoa, like snack products are always cut with other flours, and this one's just quinoa. So it's just quinoa, and then you've got apple juice concentrate, which just, let's be honest, is sugar, right?
Yep.
It's sugar, right? But it's not a ton of sugar. It's 1 gram per serving in here, 1 gram per serving, which is nothing. Organic apple powder and organic cinnamon, and I love that they do apple powder and cinnamon because you know that's what's flavoring it. Not some long chemical process to make the word natural flavor to put on the package to kind of hide all the different things they're trying to add to your food without you knowing it. And I really want to try one, so I'm going to eat one right now.
You're going to eat one right now. Give that a try. Let me know what it is. Please type in below where you are watching from. If you're just, it looks like our heads are getting cut off there.
I don't know what's happening.
The tripod is falling down.
Yeah, can we just push it up maybe?
Let's see here. Bonnie, it's live TV.
It is live. This is live. I'm eating with my mouth full.
I don't think, let's see here.
Okay.
Oops. Yeah,
there we go. That's better. All right. Yeah, these are like You know what they taste like? Shredded wheat.
Shredded wheat. I think these are great for little kids versus some of the garbage out there. I think this is a really innovative, using quinoa, cinnamon, which we both love. I think this is really a great little snack for kids.
I could eat this.
You could eat it too.
I could. 40 calories a bag. I could totally eat this and
like you could take this in your bag and just have it in your bag as an emergency if like you are in a jam and you have nothing else to eat and you're hungry.
I would eat that.
Yeah. Okay. Number 3. Now, this please type in below where you are watching from. You're watching Max Goldberg from livingmaxwell.com.
We're not seeing any comments. There's no hearts.
Someone
on your
just
side.
said that you shut the comments off. So
how did I do that?
I
want comments.
don't know. You have to do it, I think, in the beginning of the broadcast.
Oh, so sad.
Yes. Well,
I saw some comments though. So
I don't know. You know what it is, Vani? There have been a lot of technical issues here, like with Wi-Fi and doing. That's why I haven't done a lot of Periscopes from the show.
Yeah, well, I tried to do it yesterday, and there was no hearts, there was nothing. There's like no feedback.
There's
it's just like, who are we talking to out there? You guys see us?
That's We'll figure it out after.
I did? Yeah. Oh, interesting.
We'll do. I don't know. I think it's. Someone says it was locked. Anyways.
Well, you guys better follow then if you want to.
They can watch the replay. Okay, so next is, I'm really into packaging, and so this next one is not so much the innovation for the food; it's the innovation, really clever packaging. So this is from a company, and it's not anything against the product. It's chocolate. They have a whole different line of chocolate from Spicely Organics. And what I love about this product is, I don't eat Altoids, but the thing about Altoids is you lift up the cap, the lid, you take an Altoid, and you put the lid back on. So for this one, let's.
Can I open it?
Absolutely. So with this one,
you guys, it's like lunchtime. I'm hungry. I want to try all this stuff.
Okay, so got to take off this one. Let's.
And I'm sorry you guys can't comment. Like, I love you guys' comments. Like, it's so sad. I'm sad right now.
You're sad.
So sad. All right.
Cover's not.
Okay, I could have done this faster.
Vani, you're always giving me a hard time.
I know, because you deserve it.
All right, you get it
okay,
up.
so you're talking about how awesome this container is.
Yeah.
And meanwhile,
we can't get it off. Why couldn't I get that off? Okay.
Ooh,
So here's the idea. Let me show everyone. So with Altoids, which I don't eat, but Altoids, you take this around in a little tin container, and you pop. Why am I having trouble? Oh, there it
there's
is.
a sticker.
Okay, so you literally take the lid off, and then you've got little drops of chocolate. And I think most chocolate, Vani, it's either in small little wrappers or a chocolate bar.
Yeah.
And so this allows you to take it wherever you go in this tin container like this, and you just take off the lid, and then you can have one little piece of chocolate. I have never seen packaging for chocolate like this, and I thought this was really compelling.
I like the packaging.
And how about this? Just one sec before we go. And then their branding here, it says 1 drop at a time. I don't know if you can see it there. 1 drop at a time.
So I just ate 2 drops at a time.
I thought this was really clever packaging.
So I just ate 2 drops at a time.
Yep.
And I don't know if this is good for someone who's a chocoholic like me.
That is, I couldn't agree with you more. It's like, who's going to have the willpower to have 1 drop? But I thought this was very clever in terms of a different way to package chocolate.
Yeah, no, this is good. I like.
So
I might take this.
Very innovative packaging, Spicely Organics, awesome job. Our friend Greg Fleischman would love that packaging.
Yeah.
Okay, next is, you talked about fermented foods in the beginning, and this is another product, another fermented product. This is from a new company called So True. So True, they're doing organic fermented alkalizing greens. So they're basically taking green powder and putting it through the fermentation process to make it not only more bioavailable, but there's some things in the grasses that are not absorbable, like parts of the cellulose that the body has a lot of trouble breaking down. And this is a different way to take greens. And then they have vegan protein powders and fermented medicinal mushrooms. So I thought this was really compelling.
I don't like, and you're going to think I'm crazy.
What's that?
That, like, the other ingredient that's added is organic flavors. So they're like trying to mask something.
Well, they're not natural flavors.
Right, they're not natural, and so they're organic, but they're still like super processed chemical things happening. And the thing is we just don't know what those flavors are, and what are they adding to this? Like, that's like for something that I would take every day or as a supplement, I just want to know everything. You know what I'm saying? I don't want like there to be any ambiguity. And I want it to be transparent.
Okay.
But other than that, I think it's really cool that this is fermented.
Yeah.
Everything needs to be fermented.
No, I thought this was a really innovative, and they're doing this with other things, like I said, the vegan protein powder, medicinal mushrooms. Now, the last one, I know this is one of your favorite brands, and I love this brand too, Hillary's.
Oh.
Hillary's has gone, except for their salad dressings, which will be organic in January,
Yum.
Hillary's has gone all organic on their veggie burgers, and these are the broccoli casserole bites from Hillary's. Let me put this up.
I didn't even taste these. Are they good?
Well, here is a measure, Vani, of what you know. When you go to these trade show booths, and you literally cannot leave the booth because you're sampling, and you feel like a pig because you're just standing in front of the booth. That's how I felt with this. I couldn't leave the booth.
Oh my God, I have to go down there right now. And
clean ingredients, and
I love
certified
that.
organic, certified gluten-free, non-GMO project. And I thought this was a total winner. These are amazing.
These are amazing. These are going in my freezer. I'm going to eat these.
These
love this brand.
These were spectacular. So
Yeah.
these are from Hillary's. This was they had 4 different flavors. This was my favorite. Broccoli casserole bites, vegan. Yeah, these are vegan, gluten-free, and those are my top 5.
Yeah, and I just pop these things in the oven. They have like other veggie bites that are in the freezer section, and you find this in the freezer section at like Whole Foods and other places. And I'm excited they're coming out with new flavors because I like what they're doing. I think it's so great because it's, you know, the thing is we can't make everything in the world, right? Like we can't be like a slave to our kitchens, and sometimes we need to have that quick kind of stuff in the freezer. And the ingredient profile on here is just like spectacularly amazing.
Vani, when we get off, you have to go down, and I told them I'd bring this bag back down. We'll go down there and you can try them. These are phenomenal. So those are my top 5, Vani. And any other final... Yeah, this is really low.
This is really bad.
Yes, I believe, hey Jill, I believe they will be sold at Whole Foods. So those are our top 5. And first time we did it on Periscope, we had some bumps in the road with doing this, but it doesn't matter.
No, it doesn't matter. This is awesome. I'm very excited to do this with you guys. And every year, you know, me and Max, we throw a fundraiser here at Expo East, and we had a spectacular night on Thursday to honor
You got to come in my picture here a little bit.
to honor Regeneration International. And it was just such an amazing night.
Yep.
So many incredible individuals. I'm talking organic CEOs, food activists, farmers, people who are change agents, so many different people that work for the industry there, and our personal friends. And it was just this amazing, incredible night. The food was amazing. We had an all organic menu, and we're going to be doing this fundraiser again next year. So if you're in Baltimore or at Expo East, and if you guys are following us here, join our email lists at foodbabe.com and at livingmaxwell.com, and stay tuned for that event next year, because we always do something to raise money for a really good cause.
Absolutely. When we may have some things in plans for Expo West.
Yes, that's to be announced.
And if you're just joining, this is Max Goldberg from livingmaxwell.com, Vani Hari from foodbabe.com. Please watch the replay. We just did my top 5 organic food products from Natural Products Expo East. This is the 2nd largest organic food trade show in the U.S. We do this after every expo. I give my top 5. Vani gives me her critique. She had pretty much agreed with most of it today. She had problems with the organic flavors, and but overall, I think I think you liked most of these things. You already started eating one of them.
I had to find something to pick on you about. I really don't have that big of an issue with it, but it's just I had to find something.
Believe me, I scrutinize these things because I know they're going in front of you. So one of my, and also at our dinner the other night where we raised money for, you're falling out of my picture here.
Oh, sorry.
Is we showed the movie, a trailer of the movie Runoff. We had the producer, filmmaker, director. They were all there. Kimberly Levin, Kurt Pitzer. These are people who made what I believe to be the most important food movie of the year. It's called Runoff. It's a fictional movie. It's not a documentary. Please go see it. Choppy connection. Yeah, we've had trouble with the connection here. I think when you watch the replay, it'll be okay. But it was a really special night, getting all our friends together. Give me your one sort of final takeaway from Expo East. The trade show floor and the products and everything you've seen.
Yeah, my favorite part of all of this is actually going to the educational discussions and then seeing all of my friends and my family, and and I call them family because you guys are like family to me, and just being able to connect with all of these amazing people who are changing the world. I mean, these are the people bringing us the safest, most organic products. Many of the people here are extremely innovative, looking for ways to make your family life easier, to make our lives better, to improve our farming system. And it's so incredible to be surrounded by so many passionate individuals. And I mean, every single time I come here, I learn something new. I meet someone new. I make a new connection that ends up changing my life forever. And so grateful for that.
Yeah, it was awesome. And I didn't get to a lot of the education stuff this year, but I went to the keynote speaker on the first day on Thursday, which was Dylan Radigan. Dylan Radigan was one of the country's most well-known financial journalists. He was on Bloomberg, CNBC, and he's involved with hydroponic farming in California.
And he also spoke at the OTA dinner.
He spoke at the OTA dinner, and I was really compelled by what he had to say was incredibly compelling. It was kind of a spiritual talk, and I was like, we need more of that at the trade show. It's not all just about food. It's about how we're showing up in the world.
Right. I tweeted one of his quotes from the talk that I saw, and it was something along the lines of, like, we represent what farming was so many years ago, and we are the torchbearers of keeping that spirit alive.
Exactly.
And not letting it be diluted with chemicals and all the stuff that's happening with farming today.
He said something to the effect of, this is what farming is, always has been, except for the last since World War I.
Yeah, it's 80 years, right?
Yeah, something like that, and we're just taking it back to where it was.
Yep.
So, Vani, as always, awesome hanging out with you at the show.
You too, Max.
And